Welcome, beautiful soul, to the Jasmine Lipska podcast. I am Jasmine, women's life coach and author of Manifest Like Bliss, here to guide you on your own self-love and healing journey, to be the radiantly confident version of yourself, to manifest your dream abundant life and turn inward into deeper self-awareness. Thank you wholeheartedly for being here, and feel free to join the Jasmine Lipska Women's Circle group on Facebook. Now, let's get you shining your light unapologetically in this world that needs your presence. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Thank you so very much for being here today, for sharing your time, and for clicking play. It really means a lot. I don't take that for granted, and every day I'm truly grateful for our incredible community. So I hope you are having a beautiful day so far, and I also hope that by listening to this episode it brings you some more light and joy into your day today. So today I'm very excited to be talking about the topic of manifestation again. As you may know, this is something I'm very passionate about. It's something I've been learning about and practicing myself consciously over the past 3 to 4 years. And today in particular, I wanted to discuss why your desires might not be manifesting. So I'm going to be going into some common blocks that I see in women that really prevent them from attracting and calling into their lives their desires, what they are truly worthy of and what they deserve. So these are common blocks that I see often, and I've experienced these myself. So today I've come up with 6 main reasons why your desires might not be manifesting. So before we get straight into that, I'm also super excited to announce that my signature program, The Awakened Woman, is now open for enrollment. So this is an 8-week program that I created to support you in releasing what is holding you back, to step into empowerment, and to create your abundant dream life unapologetically. So if you are ready to discover your purpose and create a life of fulfillment, to feel confident and to heal self-doubt, to welcome in abundance in all areas of your life, to let go of people-pleasing and playing small and really step into your most empowered self, if you're ready for all of this, then I invite you to join the Awakened Woman program. I really designed this program from my heart, from my soul, to guide women into stepping into their power and live from their feminine magnetism. Because all too often I see women dimming their light, playing small, settling for less, and hustling for what they want. And this isn't a joyful or fulfilling way to live. So inside the Awakened Woman program, I'll be teaching you the process of how to live from your feminine magnetism and attract your desires from a place of ease and flow, based on my own experiences of discovering my own purpose, going from low self-worth to healthy self-esteem, creating a thriving business, making peace with my body, and calling in a healthy, conscious relationship. So I'm not just going to be teaching anything. I'm teaching you the proven processes. So if you are listening today of when the podcast is released, which is the 12th of May 2021, then for the next 48 hours I have a very special early bird price that you can enroll with that also includes a bonus 30-minute private coaching session with me. So enrollments close on the 20th of May 2021. And if you are feeling called to really step into your power, take that leap forward in your life, start becoming the empowered creator of your reality, visit jasminelipska.com/theawakenedwoman to enroll today, or visit the link in the show notes and get ready for the most incredible and empowering 8 weeks you will experience together with also a group of like-minded, beautiful women. And every time I've held the program, I just notice how much of an empowering circle of women, of goddesses supporting each other there is. It truly is so heartwarming. It's one of my favorite parts of the program, the women getting together. So again, visit jasminelipscott.com/The Awakened Woman, and that is the Awakened AWAKENED Woman WOMAN to enroll, and I'm super excited to see you there. So let's get into why your desires may not be manifesting. So you've tried all the things, you've followed all the books, watched all the documentaries, but it's still not coming what you desire. So these are some common blocks I've discovered not only in my own life, like I mentioned, but through what I've seen with the hundreds of women I've worked with. And if you resonate with any of these main reasons why your desire might not be manifesting, I just want you to know that it's okay. Okay, it's not to say that you've been doing the wrong things and you've to judge yourself or to start criticizing yourself, not at all. My intention is really to just bring you awareness around what you can shift in your life so that you can create the space you need for your manifestation to come through. So please don't judge yourself or be harsh on yourself, okay? Always be kind and compassionate. That is the root of all things manifestation. So whatever you've been doing in the past, it's okay. From now on, you have a new chance to do something different, and that's the beauty. That's what I want you to focus on. So the first common reason I see why your desire might not be manifesting is because your desire is inauthentic. So this means that what you want to call into your life isn't actually in alignment with your authentic code or your truth. So what you want here might be coming from ego, or because you saw someone on Instagram have that beautiful new Audi car and you're saying that you want that too, but it's actually not in alignment with your truth. Well, this particular desire then might not be manifesting because it's not what your soul truly needs to have. So really get clear on if your desires are in alignment with your truth, if they are authentic to you. So for example, if you desire to have that new Chanel bag, why? Really ask yourself, why do I want this? Is it because I want to prove something to my mum? Is it because you saw someone on Instagram have it? If so, these reasons might be coming from ego and not your truth, that it won't actually give you joy or fulfillment. You're really just trying to prove yourself or to be seen, to fit in, something that comes from the ego. So really ask yourself why. And if you want that Chanel bag because it genuinely just feels good, exciting, you don't want to prove anything to anyone, you just desire that from your heart, then sure, why not? There's nothing wrong with wanting material things either, but really check in if your desire is authentic. And if it's not authentic, then that might be why it's not coming through. It's actually divine protection. It's not what your soul needs. So this is why it's really important to understand your authentic code and your truth, because that way you can live a much more fulfilling life. Sometimes we think we want something and it will make us happy, but the truth is sometimes a lot of these things won't bring us the happiness we think it will, because it's something deeper we need. It's validation, or it's the need to be seen, the need to be heard, something deeper. And if we can give that to ourselves without having that material thing, that is the key to more fulfillment, joy, peace, love in your life. So I'll be teaching you about how to access and discover your authentic code and truth inside The Awakened Woman, which is one of my favorite parts of the program. Now, if you feel that your desires are all authentic and true to you, they're in alignment with your soul essence, then another reason why your desire might not be manifesting is because a part of you in your subconscious mind feels unworthy of your desires. So keep this in mind. Manifestation equals self-worth. We manifest what we feel worthy of. So if you experience low self-worth, and notice I say experience because you are not low self-worth, it might just be something you are experiencing. So take that identity away and out of you. But if you experience low self-worth, then your energy and beliefs may not be in alignment with your desire, which your desire is usually always a high self-worth manifestation. So this is where law of attraction comes into play. Like attracts like. If your desire gives you feelings of high self-worth, then in order to manifest it, you right now need to be at high self-worth as well. So what can help you to build your self-worth includes releasing shame, inner child work, setting boundaries, shadow work, and shifting patterns that no longer serve you. So taking different action. So for example, you desire to call in a healthy romantic relationship. However, you tend to find yourself chasing emotionally unavailable men. Now, this was me. Once upon a time, this was me. Now, this pattern comes from low self-worth, right? You don't believe you are worthy of a man who is emotionally available. So instead, you settle and you chase men that are unavailable, and this comes from low self-esteem. Now, this can happen for many reasons, and a common reason I've found if you chase after emotionally unavailable men is if growing up you had a parent who was emotionally unavailable, then your subconscious mind in childhood was modeled that this is what love means. If someone is emotionally absent, then that's what love is. And then your mind can't really see anything else, anything otherwise. So this is one reason why this pattern might be showing up. And it's also why I mentioned inner child work as an important part of rebuilding your self-worth. So in this particular example, taking different action, shifting this pattern means noticing when you start chasing emotionally unavailable people, and instead of continually chasing, you set that boundary. You stop texting them, not ghosting of course, but you just stop chasing and making them love you. You stand in your worth. You stop settling and you create that space for the available man to come to you. So that's an example of taking a different action, and this action comes when you really know your worth. You stand into it, you start building your self-worth, because our actions are always a reflection of our internal beliefs. So again, some things like releasing shame, inner child work, setting boundaries, shadow work, and shifting patterns are all really great exercises to start building your self-worth. Because when you feel worthy, when you have high self-worth, you then allow your desires to come in with more ease. Now, if you feel like your desires are in alignment with your truth, you feel like you have healthy and good self-esteem, then another reason why your desire might not be manifesting is because your goal or that desire isn't actually believable to your mind. So we manifest from our subconscious mind. Most of the things we think throughout the day don't really matter that much in terms of manifesting. Now, yes, our self-talk matters. Being kind and loving to ourselves matters. And I do love my affirmations. But the core place which we manifest from is our subconscious mind. And this means we are unaware of our subconscious mind 95% of the time. So we really need to access these beliefs that are inside through looking at our environment, interpreting your dreams. These are really great ways to discover what's going on in your subconscious mind. So yes, that's on why we manifest from our subconscious. Now, if your goal or your desire is too big of a stretch, then your mind will just not believe that it's possible, especially if you don't know anyone in your life that has achieved that same goal or desire. Now, just because your goal might be too big of a stretch does not mean to scrap the goal. You just need to break it down to incrementally get there. Now, here's an example. Currently, you earn, let's say, $5,000 a month. And your goal is to create a $20,000 month. Now, if you've never done that before and you don't know anyone who has earned a $20,000 a month, then it might be kind of hard for your mind, your subconscious mind, to believe that it's actually possible, right? It's a big stretch. So this doesn't mean to scrap the goal or it's not a good desire to manifest. It just means break it down. So start breaking it down. Take baby steps to get there. So for example, if right now you earn $5,000 a month, then maybe your goal for next month is to manifest $6,000 rather than suddenly $20,000, right? $6,000 is much more believable to your mind. And this is what I also call the ladder of believability. So then once you've manifested $6,000, you can move on to $6,500 a month next time, and maybe then $7,000. And eventually you will manifest that $20,000, and it will become your new normal as your financial thermostat increases. And again, I go into financial thermostat inside my program, The Awakened Woman, inside the abundance module, which is also one of my favorites. Actually, all the modules are my favorites. I don't think I could choose a favorite one, but yes, more of that in the Awakened Woman. But yes, incrementally reach your goal. Break it down. Don't suddenly expect yourself to get there, especially if you haven't seen anyone in your life achieve that. And this is where expanders also come into play, which are people who you find people who have achieved what you want to achieve. So maybe you find a friend one day, or you know someone online who makes $20,000 a month. Well, great. Instead of being jealous or envious of it, turn them into inspiration. They are showing you what's possible. And that's another great way to prove to your mind, your subconscious, that your desire is totally possible to achieve. Another common reason why your manifestation might not be coming through is because there is a shadow that you're disowning, and it's creating a block. I'm going to make a separate podcast episode one day all about shadow work. It's a much deeper topic, but essentially our shadows are aspects of ourselves that we came to believe are unlovable or unacceptable due to childhood conditioning. So, for example, you grew up in a patriarchal culture where men go to work and women stay at home and look after the kids. So as a child, you picked up the belief that men don't find women who work and are ambitious attractive. Now, this is an example of one of my beautiful clients. Recently, she came to realize that her drive and ambition to be successful are aspects of herself that she actually feels or felt ashamed of because of the culture she grew up in. In her culture, men are the successful ones. Women play small, women stay where they are. But she has this inner fire. She wants to be successful. She wants to achieve her dreams and her goals. But because of this culture, she thought this aspect of herself is unlovable and unacceptable, and that no man would ever love that. So, on the other hand, she also desires to call in a relationship where she feels accepted and loved for her authentic self. And so then I asked her, if you don't accept this part of yourself that likes to be ambitious and successful and you're not owning it, then how can you expect a partner to accept this part of yourself and to love you authentically? So she realized that this shadow, this part of her that she was disowning, was not serving her desire to call in a loving relationship. Right? Relationships begin with ourselves. If we desire someone to accept all of us, then we need to firstly accept all of ourselves. So when we own and heal our shadows around a desire, we create space for it to manifest. And I actually relate 100% to my client. In the past, before Josh came into my life, I thought I had to play small and hide the fact that I wanted to be successful. I wanted to create my dream life. I thought that men wouldn't like that I had to be quote unquote feminine in that way. But, I've redefined feminine now. I'm all about feminine magnetism while still, being ambitious and wanting to be successful, be a boss babe, whatever it is you want to be. You can be magnetic in that way. But anyway, so when I realized I had that story that I am unlovable because I want to be successful and I was playing small, then when I realized it, I started to own it. I was like, you know what, Jasmine? I actually want to find a man who celebrates my success, who wants the best for me, who is supportive, who finds me attractive, me for being me. I don't want to hide anymore. So once I owned that and I really worked more on self-love, then Josh came into my life and he is super supportive. He finds my success attractive, and that's amazing. So that is the beauty of owning your shadow. You dissolve this block and create space for your desire and manifestation to come through, because then when you own this shadow, you become a safe space for your desire. Another reason why your desire might not be manifesting is because you are not living in alignment with the desire. So in other words, you are not acting with integrity. So here's another example. Your goal, you desire to manifest a new house. But currently you are trashing the rental house you are staying at. You don't care about its cleanliness, things are everywhere, and it just doesn't feel like a homely space. Now, if you are acting this way, yet you desire a new house, do you think the universe will trust you with a new house if you don't respect the place you currently live in? Right? So really have a think about that. To manifest something, you've got to embody the version of you who has already received it. So imagine if you were living in your new house right now, would you trash it and not care for it? Probably not, right? You'd probably take great care of it and make it a cozy, homey space. So do that with your current house. And this applies to anything you desire to manifest. So another example is, if you want to manifest a new friend, ask yourself, am I being the friend to others that I want to attract? If you desire to manifest a partner, a healthy, loving relationship, then ask yourself, am I making myself feel loved? Am I accepting myself right now? Am I creating space for my partner in my life? So another aspect of acting as if, which is part of the manifestation process, is if you desire to call in a partner, then how can you create physical space, right? If your schedule right now is so packed that you barely create space for yourself, your own time, your own self-care, then how can you expect the universe to bring in your partner if you don't even create space for yourself, let alone date time for the week, right? So if your schedule is very packed and busy, what can you let go of? How can you create space so that you can now go on dates? You can make time for self-care. You can make time for your partner. So living in alignment with your desire is really important, and act with integrity. So by now, if you feel like your desires are authentic to you, to your soul essence, if you feel like you have a high self-worth, if your goal is believable and you're making incremental steps towards it, if you are starting to own your shadows already, and if you feel like you are living in alignment with your desire, then one more reason why your desire might not be manifesting is because you are just not trusting in divine timing. Now, this is the aspect that I find people find the hardest to really trust and to follow through with, because we live in this urgency culture where we want things instantly, like instant gratification. And we think, oh, if I do this, then my desire should come today or tomorrow. And we forget that there is an element of divine timing and patience. So we are all on our own unique soul journeys with different timelines. And I really want you to know that just because someone else has their own timeline doesn't mean it has to be yours. Just because someone got married at 25 doesn't mean that was meant for you or part of your soul journey. Just because someone had kids at 22 doesn't mean that's part of your divine timeline. So let go of looking at so much of what other people are doing and really focus on your own lane. Really trust and have faith that things are happening in your favor, that you are loved. The universe loves you. That's why you are here and you are created, because you are loved. You are always supported, and the universe just needs you to trust in its greater plan for you. Because things like when your manifestation will come and how it will come, it's really not in your control. It's not your job. That's why manifestation is a co-creation process. Your job is to focus on what you can control, which are your actions, your thoughts, your perception, your beliefs, your feelings. You can't control when something's going to happen, the timing of things. That is up to the universe. So let it co-create with you. That's what it needs from you. It needs your trust and faith, and then it can come with less resistance and with more ease and flow as well. So in my own example, looking back, now I know why the universe didn't bring Josh into my life when I was 18. Right? When I was 18, I was like, I'm ready for a boyfriend. Come on, come into my life. But now I know why Josh didn't come when I was 18. Because it was divine protection. Looking back, now I see that I had to learn a bunch of soul lessons first to then learn and then truly accept, acknowledge, and appreciate this beautiful partnership we have. We both had lessons to grow through first before we met, before our paths crossed. Because when our paths crossed, that was the divine timing of when our souls were ready to meet each other and enter into this conscious relationship. I really learned that now. So trust, have faith that things are happening in your favor, and let go of trying to control the things you cannot. When you feel whole, worthy, and complete right now, whether your desire comes in or not, that's also the magic ingredient. That's when it will actually come into your life, when you least expect it. So you need a lot of trust and a lot of faith. There are so many more elements to manifestation, which I am super passionate about teaching, and I will do this all in depth inside The Awakened Woman so that you can use manifestation to create your dream life, your abundant dream life, and really call in your desires with ease from a place of feminine magnetism rather than hustling and working so hard but nothing's happening. I'm going to teach you the proven processes. So if you feel cold and interested and your intuition is saying a big yes to joining the program, you can visit jasminelipska.com/The Awakened Woman to enroll. And I am just so excited for these 8 weeks that we will have together. I also hope that you enjoyed this episode today, that it gave you lots of value and takeaways. And if there is a particular reason that really resonated with you, it would be so awesome if you took a screenshot of this episode, shared it on your Instagram story, tag me, and write on the Instagram caption a takeaway that you learned, then tag me on Instagram. I would love to read them and share them with our community as well. So beautiful souls, my queens, keep shining your light. You are so worthy. You are so deserving. And you are enough as you are right now to receive anything that your heart desires. You are worthy. So allow these manifestations to come through. You are incredible. You are a goddess. Shine your light. Don't dim it. Shine, shine, shine. That's what the world needs. So take care of yourself. Sending you lots and lots of love, and I will see you in the next episode.